Hello and welcome to episode number 30
That wasn't a threat.
of Sellerscast. My name is Andrew Maff.
I'm Gina Milazzo.
And today we are talking about e-commerce marketing campaign basics. So, here's what we got today. So, we're talking about marketing campaigns. We're talking about e-commerce specifically. If you're not watching this for e-commerce, go away.
See you later.
So, here's what we're going to talk about. First thing you got to do, come up with the idea. So, where do you come up with the idea for a campaign? You know what? Real quick, let's backtrack. What is a campaign? So, a campaign is going to be basically your theme of your marketing over a certain period of time where it begins and it ends. So, ideas on what to do for campaigns. My favorite thing is to download one of those really crazy calendars that says like today is apple pie week, and then everyone eats apple pies all week, and that's it. Like one of those weird calendars, so you can always have a backup idea. Otherwise, you have your standard holidays. It's the summer, so you have Memorial Day, Labor Day. You have July 4th.
All
You have
July.
all July.
Andrew's drunk all of July. It's the holiday.
You have, and then you have events. So events that are happening. For some of you that watched this, there was the whole Game of Thrones thing. You could have done something for the final Game of Thrones episode. I don't watch it. She does. Bachelor? Oh, you don't watch it either? Good.
Andrew watches The Bachelor.
Boom. Big Bachelor fan.
Love
so
that.
you can do something for
Every night.
Bachelor. You can do something for the Oscars. You can do something for think outside the event, or think outside the box for an event, and think towards what your community is actually interested in. So if your community is mostly bros who do certain stuff, you could do it for football season coming up. Or if you have, family stuff, you can cater towards more Memorial Day and doing barbecues. Like there's a ton of other reasons to have it, and you can do it just because you want to, and you can create your own theme.
That's
you
our
don't
favorite
have
reason.
to do it based around something. You can just do it. Sometimes it's even better to do it outside of an event because chances are other people are hopping on that bandwagon too, so you kind of don't really want to do it. So campaign, what do you do? How do you set it up? Where does it go? All that fun stuff. My piece of advice, I usually say we want to be done and prepped with a campaign scheduled and live like a month out, give or take. Ideally. Yeah, exactly. So what do you prep? So schedule the time. So let's say, let's do July 4th, right?
Sure.
So July 4th, I don't know what day it falls on. Let's say it falls on, I think it's a Wednesday.
I think it's a Thursday.
Let's go with Thursday. Thursday sounds right. So let's go with Thursday. So on a Thursday, we want to start running ads. We're probably going to milk that following weekend too. So we're probably going to do Monday to Sunday or Tuesday to Sunday, something like that, somewhere in there. So we'll run a whole campaign. So what do we want to do? We want to prep social imagery that is July 4th related through that entire time. So however often you're posting on social media, you're going to want to make sure you have everything to be vaguely 4th of July related.
Themes, colors, fonts, make everything match. You want it to be recognizable that this is your brand in this campaign.
Yep. Grab some firework emojis or something like that. Use that. I really like it when brands change their banner and their profile image and they go all out for whatever campaign they're doing. You don't like it?
Holiday season, I think, is the exception because then it's like your whole brand's excited for the holiday.
Yeah, that's true. I like it. You don't have to do it all the time. What else? Engagement. Make sure everything you're doing for social is engaging and you're asking people to respond to something related to the campaign. So if you're doing 4th of July, comment with a firework emoji if you think this, comment with, a drink emoji if you think this, like make it all 4th of July related. Social ads. So social ads, make sure the same concept, make sure that everything is relevant around your July 4th. And then of course, this is going to be dependent on what your end game is, where you obviously want them to go. So chances are you want them to buy something is usually the best thing that we suggest. So if you have one product or just a couple, landing pages are always beautiful. If not, you're running them to the entire website, you're going to want to make sure the social ads are relevant to July 4th, but then you're going to want to make sure that the site that they land on is also July 4th related. So if you have a slider or if you have anything on your homepage that you can change,
The pop-up that comes up on your site, you know, that one of the first things they see when they land.
Change the pop-up, definitely change the pop-up. That's the easiest one. If you have like your shipping at the top where it says like, oh, $25 off or whatever, change the color of that, make it as red, white, and blue as possible. You can actually take, my design team will give you some serious credit for this, but you can actually take your color and then, I think it's the little, I wish they were here to tell me if I'm right or wrong on this, but you can take like the number that you get, the hex color, and make it that shade of blue and that shade of red and that shade of white, so you can actually still remotely stay to your brand while not going like bright red, bright blue, bright white, but
on theme.
So your website, social ads, social pop-ups, email marketing. Super basic. Don't overdo it. Don't annoy the crap out of them. Just because it starts on, what did we say, Tuesday to Sunday, if we're going to do that. We're going to email them probably Tuesday when it starts, Thursday for the actual 4th of July, and then Sunday, maybe Saturday for the final day, and then I don't want to bother them ever again. I don't want to overdo it. I also would exclude people who purchased between those days. So if you email them on Tuesday, and you're going to email them again on actual 4th of July, you want to exclude people that purchased already because you're just going to annoy people at that point. You don't want to piss them off and then they start unsubscribing. Okay, so then usually everyone's logic is, okay, the campaign ends there, it ends on my website, they purchased, great, it's all over. But the other thing that you can do, if you have more of a multi-channel approach like we usually like to preach here, tweak your Amazon images so they actually have a 4th of July feel to them. Obviously you can't do it with the first one, but you can do it with some of the lifestyle images you should have. Or if you're smart and you have a storefront, cater the storefront to have more of a 4th of July feel as well. So no matter where you're pushing traffic, everyone knows that they're in the middle of your giant 4th of July extravaganza bombshell of America. America!
Run whatever promotion you're running on your site, you can run it on your listings too. Doesn't have to be the same, it could be a little less.
Yep. Anything else? That's all of them. Cool. Who do you want to plug? I'm gonna give it a HubSpot again.
Yes.
I know.
We're gonna start taking a shot.
We use like the same software over and over, and the reason I want to give it to HubSpot is because, or any marketing automation software out there, if you can tag certain creative or certain things towards your campaign, you can actually see how the campaign itself did. So next year when 4th of July rolls around and you want to do it again, you can see how the whole campaign did as a whole versus how one social thing did, how one email did, because it's all going to work together.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Thanks for joining us. Comment below. Let us know if you have any questions, or let us know what you want us to talk about next week, and we will make sure to approach it. Or, of course, subscribe, please, por favor, and we will see you next week. Peace.